There we go. I usually ask somebody to be my reminder person. I didn't. So we have 4 out of the 6 participants in the legendary Leaders Publicity Playbook that we had last April, which I will have them introduce themselves in just a moment. And we also have Dr. Wendy Labat, my dear friend and absolute just leader extraordinaire and mentor and idol. And she will be giving a keynote in a few minutes. But yay! Before we start with your introduction of you, Zondra, let's call you first, and then Angel as host. Would you like to say?
Well, what am I doing? Saying something or just
you're saying something.
Oh, okay. I didn't know which one it was. Well, listen.
Yes,
so first of all, I am so. Oh, okay.
No.
Okay, let me mute. Do we need to mute? Okay. So I'm Zondra Evans. For those of you that may not know me, I am Zondra Evans, the founder and CEO of Zondra TV Network in Dallas, Texas. And I am just tickled about pink, but y'all can't tell. Anyways, just to see you all, Sally and Molly and Carrie and, and the other Carrie P, just to see you all again. Such a pleasure. It was absolutely amazing to host you here at the Dallas studio. You all did an amazing job. Of course, y'all know I'm watching the episodes. I was like, these are good. I mean, even the reels are just so powerful. The topics that we were talking about vision and about fear. And it just, really great topics, you guys. Thank you so much for trusting us to be able to do that. Because one of the things that I'm out there crusading about is the importance of your digital footprint. And for the women that have come through here, this is the second team of women that have come through here. I believe that you are showing such courageous intent to really solidify your digital footprint and to strengthen your digital landscape, because that's how we're going to grow in business. You cannot grow your business, in your backyard. You got to be able to be not only locally, but nationally and globally too. And so that's what we're providing, is that platform to be able to do that, and all other components you need, because it ain't just about TV, even though TV is fun, get to put on the makeup and get on. It is a lot of fun, and take professional photos. It is a lot of fun. It's much more than that, because you do need magazines, you do need, press releases, you need all of that information to really solidify your digital footprint. And I challenge y'all, now that you've been on TV, now that you've got some press releases, some things are out there, go put your name in Google now and tell me what you see. And so that's the goal. We want to change the outcome and your trajectory in business. We want you to succeed, and that's what it's really all about. So thank you again for allowing us to host you at Zondra TV Network, and I love each and every one of you.
Thank you. Thank you. That's so great. Angel, if it doesn't strain your voice too much, can you share a few words with us?
Yeah, if it doesn't hurt your ears too much to listen to me, I will tell you, there is so much impact happening in this space. And the reason that we know is because of all the little gremlins that tried to make this evening not possible. Michelle Faust her flight has been canceled 4 times. There have been conflict after conflict. There were gremlins in technology with getting the time right. Like, I lost my voice. People were sick. Like, that's the universe going, let's stop this train, because ladies and gentlemen, we are making an impact with Zondra TV Network, with your stories, with this collaboration, the impact that we are making. Like Michelle said, this doesn't go away. This is, when we think about the stages of impact and the places that your story can be, right? And you talk about like your blogs and social media and newspapers, and right, TV is like the top of the food chain, except for movies. Movies is just one little piece right above, right?
We'll work on that, okay?
But television, and we have a lot of impact with people in movies and making documentary films and motion pictures now. But TV is one of the highest levels of impact that you can have when it comes to creating exposure and getting your story out and making an impact. And I just know I'm so excited. You guys are like, it just keeps raising the bar. And it keeps raising the bar because the quality of people that we are attracting here to this studio, to the Publicity Playbook. I want to say thank you to the ladies who trusted us to come in to this crazy weekend, to put you in the studio and in front of a photographer and hair and makeup, glamour makeup for the very first time, for putting a microphone in front of you, for being brave enough to go and tell your story, and for trusting us. I say thank you. But ladies, these are just the tools. These are just the tools that you're going to use to launch yourself into even bigger spaces. So God bless you all. Thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you so much, Angel. Thank you for being here and toughing it out as I know you're not feeling your best. So, but you're still beautiful no matter what. You just can't shake that. All right. I also want to give a shout out to two really important individuals who were with us in Dallas, who are on Zondra's team. And that is Dave Curley, the producer. Hey, Dave.
Hey there, hey there, hey there.
Yeah.
We got season 2 done. Woo!
We're excited. And we also have Roland Pollard who's a photographer who was taking all these incredible pictures of everyone and making it the event that it was. I can't believe, Sally, you're so prepared with that applause. I love it. You're great. So thank you both, Dave and Roland, for being part of the team. If you want to say a couple of words, please go ahead.
Dave, I'll let Dave speak. You go ahead, Dave. I'm fine.
Okay, thank you, sir. I'll just say I love watching. I love when we do stuff like this because I get to watch a bunch of people come in from various backgrounds, various skill levels, various experience levels, and they all get to come be in my studio on my shows, on my set, on something that I'm creatively putting together. And it's great when I get to meet people beforehand and see how nervous and scared they are. And then when we get the makeup on and when we get onto the set and get them mic'd up, and you can see them start to relax a little bit. Some of them relax really good. Some of them are still kind of nervous after the first, a question or two, then they start opening up and talking. And then, by the second segment, by the third segment, they're just free flowing and having a great time. And they've forgotten that there's cameras everywhere and are just having a conversation with one of their buddies. And that turns into really good content. So I love being able to walk with y'all through from beginning to the end. Carrie, I remember when we were at the hotel in the conference room all talking, and you were, I'm very soft spoken and I'm very shy, and I've never had that much makeup on, and I'm so nervous, and then we got you on there and you were like, and then I have like 50 things that you and your husband can do to respark the relationship, and some of them are dirty, and it's going to be great. And and you just opened up, and we laughed and giggled, and you had a great time, and it's just cool to watch. To watch all of y'all go through that process over the course of a couple of days and see you come out, cocked and loaded for the next thing. I love it. So thanks for letting me be a part of that with y'all.
Thank you, Dave. Roland?
Yes, I would like to say, I would like to do a music video with everybody in it. I'll create a song, we'll have somebody to sing, and then whenever you're all in Dallas, we'll shoot you all in front of the green screen. We can do it one by one, individually or collectively, and just create together like a theme song for the whole organization. And that could be like an opening thing, a little something, a little spunky song that I think would encourage everybody. It'd be just like a fun thing to do together. So I would love to do that next time you're all in town.
Oh, fun.
Thank you so much. And I want to thank the others who are here, who are also TV producers with Zondra. We have Dr. Brenda Stratton, Fanny Minute, and Dr. Sakesha Hylick. And I do think Dana Davis is a producer as well. All right. So yeah, kudos to you guys for joining the Zondra TV network organization. And all of their shows are available on Zondra TV network as well. So
And Dr. Wendy Labat is here as well.
Wendy, the producer as well.
And Larry Morris.
That's right. Larry's hiding back there somewhere.
He's going to be filming soon.
Larry's the producer. Okay, sorry. I'm just kind of looking and trying to catch everybody. And yes, I just want to acknowledge you, because that's a huge step forward when you take that leap, that commitment to do the show. Yeah, we all know it's a ton of fun, but it takes serious work too, to promote it, to work it, to get sponsors, to get advertisers, all the things that you can do to really monetize and maximize what you're doing. So thank you all for doing what you do with Zondra. And I think before we go into, I mean, this is all about the celebration of our 4 ladies, 4 out of 6. So and before we do that, Zondra, would you play? This has not been seen by anybody else except me, and I haven't seen it except Zondra and probably Dave. So this is the promo from the April event.
I know, so exciting, right? Every time when it's my turn, I can't get it together. Hold on. Hold on. But I do have it together. I really do. Hold on.
Be sure to turn on system sound.
I already did. All right. Here we go, ladies. Ooh, it is so good. All right.
Hello and welcome to Legendary Leaders, where we shine the spotlight on amazing female business leaders who are trailblazing their way, setting the trends for women coming up everywhere.
I am the editor-in-chief of Inspiring Lives magazine. I am considered the global empowerment coach. Woo! Woo! Love that. And I'm the author of 13 books. Whew. Whew. Yeah. Just take it in, girl.
But the time factor, grief is so unique anyway. Every single person goes through it, but it is so unique that I have a hope that people will learn to allow each other to have their own unique experience with grief.
You will get a wonderful free gift from me, and it's 50 things that couples can do for fun. And there are a few little racy things in there, but it is your date night Bible. You know, if you get through all 50 of those.
That racy thing just took me.
Yeah.
Go to college, get the good job, and about 6 months out or a year out, they're looking around going, so this is it?
Yeah.
And they're very disillusioned, which is very scary for me.
I
think
like
you're a
being
coffee lover.
coffee bean. I'm a coffee bean. Let's be kind to each other and just radiate this warmth.
Yep.
Yes, I am a coffee lover. Can you tell how to think of it? Someone says there's a cookie on that top shelf. Don't you get it? It's not for you. Toddler looks at that top shelf and just,
How do I do it?
I am gonna get that cookie. And then when they get the cookie and you walk in and you're like, I told you you couldn't have that cookie. The kid just, oh well, got the cookie anyways.
Thank you, Zondra and Dave.
Amazing. Amazing. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. Well, PD Jakes came up next. Okay, go ahead.
So that was fabulous. Fabulous. I love it. What does everybody think? 5 stars, both hands. All right, thank you. And now before we move on to the fabulous Dr. Wendy, let's talk to the ladies we are celebrating and promoting and putting out there and shining the light on. And we'll come back to you. You're gonna have plenty of time to show something. But let's start off with, you know, who you are, what you're all about. Give us a little wonderful tidbit, something surprising, something exciting, maybe what you loved about the event. I don't know. Just take a few minutes, and I'm just going by how I see you on the screen. So Sally, take it away.
I don't want anybody to put the "you are on mute" sign up at me. My name's Sally Wurr, and I am known as the Storm Whisperer, mostly because I've just weathered a lot of storms and a lot of storms coming at me at the same time. And the problem isn't the problem, it's your reaction to the problem that is a problem. And that's what I try to share with people. I have 2 books published on my own, 2 more coming out this year, and I am a part of 3 additional books. Can I just tell you, I'm having the time of my life. I am just literally having the time of my life. I've got to figure out a way to make that my theme song. Being able to be at Publicity Playbook and the Media Boot Camp with Angel this year. Oh my cup is just, the foam and the froth of my coffee is just flowing all over the place. So, you know, I also am founder and CEO of SW Insurance Corp, which I've had in the insurance industry for almost 30 years. I would like, everyone says, oh, so you're working on your 2nd career. No, actually, this is my 3rd. But it's really just, there's so many people out there that are stressed, depressed, and angry, and we need to be the ones that are creating those ripples on the lakes and the ponds and the oceans out there to bring people up and let them know that there's another avenue. So that's me, Sally Wurr.
Thank you, Sally. Fabulous. All right, let's hear from Molly Campbell.
Oh my. Well, I'm Molly Campbell, and never did I ever expect to be here, right? My husband several years ago introduced me to Angel at a business meeting, and my life has never been the same again. My life really never would be the same again, because I was a physical healer of humans, horses, and dogs for over 30 years with him. And then sadly and suddenly he passed away right before the pandemic lockdown. And I lost everything, my identity, what I was doing, who I was, him, all of our hopes and dreams after 30 years together. And I was home alone. And I turned to writing, journaling. Journaling turned to a book with Angel, and that book has taken me to realizing that I can impact so many people with what I learned in the framework that developed in my isolation. I never realized what I could be doing and helping people on such a large scale in the area of grief and loss to begin with, because it's such a dark place and I was so lost. And then through Angel and the book, and then being introduced to the world of publicity, which just is, I mean, I was in barns with horses and on the floor with dogs. I wasn't in front of TV lights, okay? And you go to ZTV studio and thinking, ooh, it's TV, and ooh, there's these cameras and lights, but Dave said it, and it's amazing. I found it relaxed. I found it fun. I found it supportive. It was good challenging. And it was uplifting and just like sitting and chatting with a friend. It wasn't anything stiff or scary, or we had so much to laugh about and so much to relax about that I found that even through all that, my message was coming out that I really do wish to help people engage their brain to help their heart, and to try taking their own unique path through grief without listening to other people saying what they should do or how much time they should or shouldn't be in grief. And to know that I can take that out to, scary to think of, but millions of people. I mean, I'm sitting here in Brighton, Colorado, okay? Those mountains that are behind me, they're not very far away. And I mean, I'm on the edge of the prairie here. So you're talking about a global reach for something that really, truly is my heart and so important for what I feel came out of this darkest time for me, that I am supposed to take this path and share what helped me. And coming to ZTV, being interviewed by Michelle and Zondra, and having these other wonderful people around, and the prime mover being Angel, has been the most remarkable, true transformation of a very, very, very sad person into a fired up, ready to really make a difference in this world person. So thank you all out there. You're amazing.
Thank you, Molly. I have to say that you truly were the butterfly that came out of the cocoon. And I'm so proud of you. So proud. And a beautiful butterfly at that. But your change over a very short period of time, and I know a lot of that credit goes to Angel, is phenomenal. So just last October, I quote you, "I'm not in your league." Honey, you are so in our league. Thank you so much. Carrie Petrush, what have you got to share with us?
Hi, I'm Carrie Petruch, and I am a master relationship coach, and I'm really super excited to be here. The opportunity to be on both your show and Zondra's show has changed my world. I have put that information out there. I thought that TV was really scary. You know, I really was that person who thought, oh, wow, I'm soft-spoken and no one wants to hear what I have to say. And I found that it was amazing and freeing for me to be able to talk about what I wanted to talk about in front of all of you. So I'm super excited to be a part of this, and I'm super excited to share with you all of the information that I shared with you, which is one of the things was the 50 things that couples can do to have fun together. And so anyway, I appreciate being on Leadership Legends, and I appreciate being on Zondra's Fireside Chat with all of you.
Thank you, Carrie. You were dynamite too, and I got to tell you, I still haven't had a chance to get your book. I'm going to. I've just been moving and busy, but I want to read those racy things. And the other stuff too. It's all fun. But I'm excited to find out those tips and try them out for myself. So you were a superb guest. Thank you. So let's move on to Carrie Conley.
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much, you guys, for putting this on. This is so much fun. I had a blast in Dallas with all of you, recording the shows, being a part of the magazine. I know Angel Tuccy's going to do her magic with her media exposure. It's just so cool. And so my specialty is talking to people about the importance of having a really crystal clear vision for their life, because most people have something that is kind of a someday plan, which means that they kind of drift through life. And now more than ever, we cannot do that. We need people to be rock solid in knowing who they are, what their intentions are, what their purpose is, what their vision is, because we need leadership like never before. And so that's my platform. I've been talking on it unofficially for over 30 years, officially 10 years. I stepped into it and authored my first book called Vision is Victory. And then in 2019, I co-authored a book called Keep Looking Up with my daughter, Laurel, because unfortunately, since 2014, we have lost both my husband and my son to suicide 3 years apart. And so it has become obviously a very big mission, and to get on bigger platforms like this to spread that message of hope, and knowing my vision is so important is my life's work. So I thank you guys for this platform so much. I love each and every one of you, and I look forward to seeing where we go from here.
Thank you, Kelly. We love you too. And, you know, I have to say, because this impacts me so much over the years that I've known you, is when you talk about vision, it is so solidified when you say it's the only thing that really kept you on track when you lost your son and your husband. That is such a powerful statement. It's not just about, oh, you need your vision to have a successful business. You need the vision to survive sometimes. And so thank you for that, because that has meant a lot to me since I don't even know when I met you. It's been a little while.
It's been a hot minute.
But that was kind of the first thing that I got from you. And so thank you for that. You all are just so totally amazing. Now, last but not least, she is not with us, but if I can figure out this technology, I'm going to share a video from Michelle Faust. Can you see that? Can you guys see it?
No.
Okay.
I
gotta
see
figure
you,
out
and now
how
I
to-
see Zondra.
No.
So Dave, help me.
What are you trying to do,
Got
Tiger?
her on video, but it won't pick up on the screen share.
Well, when you share, you need to share your entire screen, and be sure that you check the little box that says optimize video and the one that says share audio, share system audio.
Okay, let me try this again.
And share the entire screen and just make sure that you
Optimize
put
the
that up
video
front.
clip. Okay, and then share.
There you go.
Okay, but can
Now
you?
we see some folders, legendary leaders, all folders, videos.
Okay, I'm trying to put her video on, and I wonder if I lost it. Okay, I'm going to try to pull it back, but move on so that I'm not holding you up. I'm going to introduce Dr. Wendy Labat, and then we will bring back Michelle Faust as soon as I figure it out in just a little bit. So, Dr. Wendy, the floor is yours.
Okay, good evening, everyone. And it's been such a pleasure meeting and getting to know all you guys. And I want to thank you for the honor of being your keynote speaker for tonight's reveal of Legendary Legends Season 2. I had the privilege of being a guest on Season 1, thanks to Michelle. And I want to congratulate Michelle and all of your fabulous guests for, completing the Publicity Playbook program. And I wish you much success, as much as I've had. Now, some of you are wondering, what's the Publicity Playbook? And, how can this help me? So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about it. The Publicity Playbook is the collaboration of 3 powerhouse women, Michelle Faust, Angel Tuccy, and Zondra Evans. Now, together, they empower entrepreneurs to tell their story. And I'm scrolling, so I'm kind of cheating a little bit because I'm dealing with this coming back from a red eye, which I'll never do again. Telling their stories, becoming best-selling authors, getting maximum exposure, and sharing their expertise on digital streaming TV. Now, I'm going to share my story and how these dynamic women influenced my success with the Publicity Playbook experience. Now, although I was a 35-year veteran, successful entrepreneur, not a military veteran, but a veteran entrepreneur, I had been out of the limelight for a while because I was battling breast cancer. But, back in the day, almost 40 years ago, I conducted my business the old school way by attending live business events, doing that networking thing face to face, because, that's all you can do. My mentor told me, when you attend these events, you need to let everybody in that room know who you are, what you do, and how to get in touch with you. So I said, okay, I can do that. So eventually I did that, and I established you know, a good reputation, an excellent reputation, as a matter of fact, because, you know, doing this one-to-one business method, you know, you didn't have a choice because there was no internet, no social media, no technology. And the only thing you do with a cell phone was make an expensive phone call. And only one of my colleagues had written a book, but, you know, it wasn't something that incentivized me to want to write a book. So following the old school direction of my mentor, I established, you know, like I said, an impeccable reputation of being knowledgeable, dependable, honest, and a good person to do business with. My company was certified as a female minority-owned business. And back then that really meant something because you were able to get a piece of the pie just because of it. And I shouldn't say just because of that, but that opened up like a crack of the door, but you still had to be about business. You still had to take care of business like everybody else. Now, I became a part of a successful network of entrepreneurs, you know, corporate executives, government and political leaders. And my network covered, you know, small, medium, and Fortune 500 companies, all level of government agencies. And I was in the know with who's who in business and government. So I was able to kind of, you know, pick up the phone and say, look, what y'all got going on that I could take advantage of, or, you know, and or else they'll pick up the phone and call me and say, hey, Wendy, we got this opportunity. Let's, you know, take a look at it. So it grew exponentially over the years, just through the referrals and the face-to-face networking. So I built that reputation, and people felt, you know, confident about saying, okay, Wendy, here's an opportunity. I'm going to open this door for you to get more contracts and more lucrative contracts. So, you know, I was ready to take advantage of it, and I did. Now, I was recommended to sit on committees, boards of directors, and chair, you know, major events. Now, when I met Michelle almost 3 years ago at Angel's Media Mastery Boot Camp, I had just recovered from my battle with breast cancer. I didn't have a website. I hadn't written a book. I didn't use social media or technology to promote my business because I didn't know how. You know, I didn't think I needed. I already had a successful business. But since meeting Michelle, Angel, and Zondra, I was ready to begin my crusade to empower other entrepreneurs not to let an illness or injury ruin them financially based on my experience battling breast cancer, because I came out of my journey healthy, happy, and wealthy. So that's what, you know, God said, okay, it's time for you to empower other people. So because technology, automation, and digital streaming TV are new tools in the proverbial business tool belt, for me, it was new. I had to go from old school to new school. So I want to share some of the results from my publicity playbook experience from working with Michelle, Angel, and Zondra. Now, like I said, I hadn't written a book, and, you know, at the mastery camp, Michelle had all her authors from Lemonade Stand, Book One, Stand Up, and, you know, everybody was signing books, and, you know, other authors were there. And it's like, okay, I didn't really feel left out, but because I wasn't an author, but I really didn't have the desire to be an author. But by the end of that boot camp, it's like, okay, maybe I do need to be an author. And Angel would always say, you know, when people ask, how are you an expert? You say, because, you know, I wrote the book on it. It's like, okay, that makes sense. So I became a best-selling author because I signed up and became an author in Michelle's Lemonade Stand Book 2. And I told how I turned my lemons of the breast cancer diagnosis into lemonade, sweet lemonade that left me happy, healthy, and wealthy. That was followed by being an author in 8 other best-selling authors, which led me to write my own book series, Financial Cures. I have 2 books in that series, Diagnose Your Financial Health and Optimize Your Financial Health. And book 3 is coming out at the end of the year, Protect Your Financial Health. Now, when asked what makes me an expert now, I say I wrote the book on it. Or no, I say I wrote the book series on it. So, you know, I feel confident and people feel, they're like, oh, okay, you are the expert. And I've been featured on several magazines, one of being the Legendary Leaders magazine through Michelle, Success Profile magazines, Tap In magazines, and so many others I'm not going to mention. But I have a digital course, Optimize Your Financial Health, and I'm about to release my next digital course, How to Live the VIP Life using points, rewards, and miles, because I fly first class, I stay in suites and hotels, and it doesn't cost me anything. So I'm going to teach you guys how to do that. That should be coming out at the end of July. Now I'm filming season 2 of my own award-winning global streaming TV show, Financial Cures with Dr. Wendy Labat, because, everybody's, not everybody, but people say, you ought to be part of the show, you know, to have a show. And I'm like, I'm not having no show. And then Spirit said, no, you need to have a show. So I filmed season 1. And as a result of one of my guests on season 1 got a multi-million-dollar contract as a result of being on my show. And I said, well, how do you know as a result of being on the show? He said, because when I asked the person, what was the deciding factor, because there were other people competing for this contract. He said, well, we watched the clip from that show you were on, and that kind of, put you above the rest. So I'm like, okay. And then one of my other guests runs a nonprofit, and she got two grants that total $85,000 as a result of her putting her episode in the grant proposal. So I'm like, okay, Zondra always says, she's going to tell why streaming matters. This is why streaming matters. When your guest can come out with a multi-million-dollar contract and, almost $100,000 grant. So it just makes a difference. They're getting that kind of exposure. And I have consistently implemented Angel's exposure formula of 2 podcasts a week, 1 press release a month. And, before I was looking, okay, I'm seeking out these podcasts. Now they're seeking me out. I don't have to go and say, okay, whose podcast should I try to get on? They're sending me, requests for me to be on their podcast. I'm like, okay, I'll be on your podcast. And it's been awesome. I've been on podcasts around the world, Australia, Canada, Mexico, all kind of, all around the world, all different countries, even Ireland. I was surprised at that. But, it really works. Now, another thing from the press release, my first paid speaking gig, I was, planning on doing it for free. But because this was my first press release that Angel sent out for me, the event promoter saw the press release, and next thing I know, I'm getting a contract that they're paying me to speak at this event that I was going to speak at for free. So I'm like, okay, I like this, press release thing. So that worked out really well. And it wasn't anything I was seeking. Like I said, I was willing to do it for free, but I guess because they got that extra publicity, they said, okay, we need to pay her. So I'm like, okay, I'll take it. Now, since then, which has been almost 2 years ago since that press release went out, and almost 3 years ago now, but just a few months ago, that same organization has contracted with me to implement my Financial Cures System program into their as a requirement for people to get grant money from them. They have to pass, some modules that my program offers when they go through it in order to qualify for the money. So that's another plus. So, they're teaching people how to fish instead of just giving them fish. So instead of just giving them the money, they're teaching them, or my program is telling them what to do with the money or how to do with the money. Now, I'm honored to say last month I received the Black Authors Matter TV Award, Milestone Award in the business category. And I'm like, hey, but it was because of the support of you guys and automation. That automation is a thing that I don't know how I'd live without, but just the fact that I had the support of you guys and you guys voted for me, not just once, but every time y'all got the notice through the automation. And I'm just really honored to, have gotten that, and just to know that I had so many people supporting me. So, I can go on and on about the tangible benefits and opportunities that resulted from the Publicity Playbook strategy, but I'm gonna stop here. And I just want to say the most important benefit of all are the relationships I've established with Michelle, Angel, and Zondra. And all the people, all the beautiful people here on this screen, I met as a result of my relationship with these three women. So it's not just about the tangible things, it's about the relationships, it's about the opportunities that have been afforded to me because of the relationships. So I've gone from old school to new school. I've gone from building a reputation to building a brand. And I just want to say, take advantage of the Publicity Playbook because the sky is the limit. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Wendy. You are fabulous. And I can't thank you enough for taking time out to address everyone. And just to share with the rest of the group, the reason I chose Wendy was because literally she was doing a publicity playbook even before we coined the term. And so when I was thinking, who do I want to have speak? And I'm like, it's got to be Wendy, because Wendy truly understands what we're trying to do here and what we're trying to create. And she is a rock star, and she figured it out herself. I was just watching what she was doing. I went, hey, we can do this for everybody. So thank you, Wendy. Thank you so much. I love you. You are just a fabulous lady, and I appreciate your support. Yeah, she's my rock star. Let's see, where are we going from here? Let's put it back on gallery so we can all see each other.
Right.
Oh, I want to see if I can get Michelle on here on video. So let me try this. Be patient with me. I'm an old school. Got to remember that. I think I can do this.
It's good, brother. It is good.
Can you see Michelle? You gotta let me know. Can you see her?
No.
No.
I still haven't figured this out. Oh, shoot. Okay. Hang on here. Give me one more minute.
Larry, can you mute yourself, darling?
And I will be teaching again. So I probably won't.
Michelle, I can see her file, her screen on the right side of your screen there, but nothing's happening yet.
Call Saturday. Yeah, because that's when I will be doing my third part of the Holy Spirit.
You can listen to Larry.
Oh. Yeah.
Larry, we hear your conversation.
What they're going to is
I don't think I can figure it out.
Can you mute Larry?
Yeah, you should be able to mute him, Michelle.
Oh, I can. Okay. Let me
Yeah,
see.
the three dots on the right.
I go to the participants tab.
Oh, he's
He's muted now.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
it. I got it.
Did the video, Michelle's video won't come up? It won't play? Because I saw you click on it.
You did see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you patient enough for one more try here? Okay.
Yeah.
I want to share. Okay. Can you see anything?
We see your screen and we see the video that you're going to click on for Michelle.
Okay. You see the video?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Did you click on the video?
Oh, you still can't see it?
Just
No, are you seeing
you have to
it?
click. You have to click on wherever the video, whatever file the video's on.
Hmm.
Oh, I might have gotten it. I got it. Hold on.
There it is.
There you go.
Okay.
It's there.
All right.
Yay.
I just gotta get her going here.
Hello to all the Lemonade legends and Fireside Chat women. So I wanted to say congratulations to all of you. I'm so excited to be part of this group and this pre-launch party. I wish I was there live with you, but I am in airport abyss, I guess we can call it. Flights are canceling left and right, and I'm trying to get out to a speaking event in Atlanta. So I'm gonna miss this call, and I miss all of you, and I hope that you all join Sally Wurr and I on June 19th here in Denver, so that we can do the live in-person premiere launch of both shows that we were all in. So until next time, have a wonderful, wonderful week. Be the best version of you and be unapologetic. Hello to all the Lemonade legends.
All right. You guys all catch that?
Yeah. Nice.
All right. Isn't she great? I mean, she was up at 4:45 this morning, only to get the flight canceled 4 times, and she's still smiling. You gotta love that. She's just, she's amazing. So anyway, all right. So what I wanted to do is I want you all to feel open to share anything you want to say about what you loved most about the experience, anything that you want to share on that, so that I can kind of keep talking through a few things and keep it somewhat in a flow. If you want to speak, just raise your hand up or put something in the chat and I'll call it. Okay, fair? Okay. All right, so I'm going to move forward a little bit and talking about what we have coming up, because we are doing this event. The Dallas Publicity Playbook event is going to be put on 4 times a year. So we're really excited about that. We'll put it on more if we get enough people to get excited about it. But so we're super happy to be able to share a little bit of information on this show, because we're going to be putting the recording out, and we want to be able to share with everyone who has an interest, because I know Angel was saying she's had quite a few people come to her and said, well, I didn't know. And so we all thought, we have to make sure people know. It's kind of shame on us, right? If we're not putting the information out there. So a couple of things that, again, I'm not technology savvy, but I'm going to try and get this couple of things to pop up. This is the new magazine cover for the Lemonade Legend Publicity Playbook, the 3 of us. This is an example of what we do for each and every person that comes through the program. In addition, I also update a new magazine that talks about the event. So this is the fabulous Roland who took this photo, and no, we did not have a fashion consult. This is how we all showed up, matching each other like bookends. So I'm really excited. So this will be out shortly. As soon as I get all you fabulous ladies, all your magazines out, then I'll come and do this one behind. But I wanted you to see the cover of it. And we'll be updating it with all the most current information of what we offer during this 3-day event. So I'm pretty excited to show that. What do you think of the photo? I mean, maybe not me, but the other two, they're pretty fabulous looking. Anyways, yeah, you guys are just so photogenic. It's like, what am I doing?
I love it. It worked. You guys look great. And yeah, you and Zondra having basically the same earth tones on like that. Just, I mean, it was awesome. We couldn't have planned it better. I mean, there would have been like 50 phone calls going back. What are you going to wear? I don't know. What are you going to wear? All this. Y'all just showed up and it worked. That's awesome.
You
Great
know what?
minds.
That kind of describes, it kind of describes that whole, if you just show up, it works. You know, you just showed up and we make it work. We kind of, that's the whole event, right? So yes, Sally, I will definitely send you, and I will send you yours, which is almost done. So I'm halfway through on the magazines and they're looking fabulous. That is just one of the many things that we do offer. Let me show you one other thing here as we move forward. Actually, Angel, if you are feeling up to it, let me put this up. Could you talk a little bit about the different offerings that we have? Here, let me pop this up. Can you see it?
I can see it. I can see it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Well, we are super excited that the Publicity Playbook is such a one-stop shop for everything that you need to kickstart, to elevate, and take your exposure to a whole new level. And as Wendy was talking about, all of the different things that she had in her arsenal, her assets, right? Molly Campbell, we talk about assets. When she created all of these assets, she stopped having to chase after and look for publicity opportunities and speaking opportunities. They're now coming to her. She is the expert. She wrote the book on it. She is on all these covers of magazines or featured in magazines. She is winning awards. She is doing all the things. And so as we, as you go through media mastery and you learn about how to create media exposure for yourself, and you become an author in one of the Lemonade Legend books, if you actually are on as a producer on one of the Zondra TV, if you have a show on the Zondra TV platform, these are like pieces, right, that we all need. But it's not just one thing that's going to create the ultimate exposure. It's all the things. And so in one fabulous weekend, we get to bring you in with a small group. It's intimate. Like Dave says, everybody comes in nervous. Nobody knows what to expect. But by the end of it, we're like, okay, I'm ready. When's the next one? Like, I'm ready to actually host my own show now. We go from, I'm not even sure I want to be interviewed, to ready to host our own show. And so imagine this. Imagine getting to come in just 3 days and being in the makeup chair, having professional makeup done, going into the studio and being interviewed, not on one show, but on 2 different television shows that give 2 different audiences, 2 different zip codes, 2 different groups of exposure, having a beautiful private dinner with the group, great for team building and camaraderie. You get trained, right? You get absolute expert media training from the fabulous Zondra Evans, right? Talking about how to be one with the camera, all of her experience in producing television shows, being the pioneer in the digital streaming platform, how to leverage your show, how to be featured on the camera, and how to be really comfortable in the seat. And of course, you've got the training by Michelle Faust on how to tell your story. They create sizzle reels. You've seen tonight some of the fabulous work that Dave does, right, with his team and editing. I mean, they really are top notch. It is really the high echelon. This isn't just some like little Cracker Jack box thing, as my dad would say, right? This is the real deal. We have Roland, who comes in as our professional photographer, makes you feel really comfortable in front of the camera to do brand new headshots. I don't care how many times you've had headshots taken as speakers and as people in publicity and creating that brand. We always need updated headshots. You get a digital ad, right? Advertising. We think about getting away from the noise of social media, and how do we stand out and how do we elevate? Get your booty on television. Advertising, like when people see that you're paying for advertising and paying for exposure, right? You're not just doing all the freebie stuff. That totally elevates you in their mind. And of course, they're seeing you everywhere. And so forget email burnout, right? Of sending people the same email to do the same thing over and over again. Forget, being lost in the crowd on social media. Being on television, putting out press releases, and having a digital ad running. Like you're way up here now. Custom landing page, professional photo package, makeup artist, flyers, and the magazine, right? That's just the digital piece. Talk about print. Print is not dead. Print is a whole elevation of permanence. People keep books, people keep magazines, you probably have a stack of them in your house now. They stick around forever. And so think about this, your face on the cover of a magazine. And then you open up that magazine and there's 8 pages of your story, your impact, the nonprofits that matter to you, the people that make a difference to you. And then a full page ad on the back of that, magazine that you can repurpose and reuse. Like this is it. Like this is the full enchilada. It is a $20,000 value package if you were to piecemeal it all together and go and do it a la carte. And not only that, when would it all be finished? When would you get to it and have it all get done and be finished? We bring you in to Dallas, to the ZTV studios, and in 3 days, we put all the assets together. And then 6 weeks later, we reveal them all to you. It is, yes, thank you for the applause. But what makes it the most special and the most beautiful are the ladies and gentlemen that come and say, I'm ready to create my own publicity playbook. Put me in, team, right? Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. And so we're so excited for those of you who allowed us to be your coaches, that now you have this publicity playbook. We can't wait to see what impact your TV shows, your magazines, your press releases will go and make into the world. And we know it's going to be impactful because of the gremlins that it took us to get here tonight. We know, watch out, world. Here we come.
Thank you so much, Angel, for that. I really appreciate it. I love your enthusiasm and excitement. We're all excited, but yeah, you take it up a notch. So I really wanted you to present that. I appreciate it. It is exciting and it is a lot. It's literally at least a year of content. It's a matter of knowing how to use it. And this is one of the things that we do. As your coaches, we're teaching you how to use it. And we're always available. So even 3 months down the road, if you say, you know what, I don't know, I have a brain cramp. I can't remember what I need to do with this piece of content. And well, hey, use it in this way, repurpose it this way. So yeah, we're here for you even beyond the 6 weeks of getting the reveal, this reveal out, and the magazines and everything out to you. So a couple of things, and I know Angel is reaching a point where she needs to drop off, but we're wrapping things up here pretty soon. I wanted to share a couple more things. One is I'm going to put in the chat the Eventbrite link. Oh, I knew this would happen, but I did something. I thought I had it saved. And when I did I didn't save, but I created a link where I can grab it because I know I always have to have a backup plan. Okay, I got that. And I'm so glad you're all patient with me.
So,
there we go.
I thought you were looking. I was just going to say our next program is when July 11 through 13.
Yeah.
Here in Dallas. And so the call to action for you all is if you all know someone that would benefit from getting their own publicity playbook, y'all let them know. Because our goal is to really help women to shine. We need these assets in order to be brillianter, if that's a word, at what we do. And so these assets are critically important so that when, you're going for a speaker gig, you've got your information, you've got a headshot, you've got a full body for a magazine. We need these assets instead of scrambling at the last minute. Our goal is to make sure that everybody is prepared to excel.
Thank you, Zondra, so much.
You can come too, Larry. Larry, you can come.
It's not for women only. Larry, it is not for women only.
You know me. I want in. You're
in because you know what? I don't know about the other ladies, but having the male presence too is just, I don't know, it adds such a different element. Like Dave and David and Roland and the guys that are on the team, you make it so much fun. And so Larry, that link that I just posted,
Yes.
you post, you go in there and you pay the deposit and you're in. You're in, okay? Because we only have 8 spots. And these sell out very fast. So we're not out here begging for people to come on. We're out here to say, this is what we have for you. And if you want in, this is the link to get in, and do it now, not later, because honestly, it's going to get sold out and very quickly. Now we'll have another one in September and all that, but how long do you want to push off your success? That's what I would ask to you. So,
all right.
If you can, then I would suggest, yes, get in now. And that's all you have to do to lock in your spot is to pay your deposit. All right. And I'm available by phone, by email. We can talk more details if you want to know. But I would be happy to do that. And I just lost my train of thought. Happy to give you that information. And but I'd love to have you there, Larry. I so would. So what about you ladies? You wouldn't mind having a hunky guy like Larry on the part of it? I mean, you'd be good with that, right? All right. So I know we've taken a little bit over an hour and I don't want to take too much time, but I'd like to open it up to Sally, Molly, where'd everybody go? Is Carrie and Carrie still here? If you are, just if you have just any final words of wrapping it up, I'd like you to have the floor to end up the show. So go ahead, Sally.
You know me, I'm so shy and an introvert and never have an opinion about anything. Can I just tell you what an absolute blast I had in Dallas? And the backstory was, I was at Angels Media Boot Camp in February with Dr. Shelley and soon to be Dr. Michelle Faust. And we had such a great time, right? I mean, we just had a great time. And as I tell people, I had to wait. I've known Angel for a long time, but I had to wait until I was ready to drink from the fire hose because she gives you just so much information that if you're not, and it's good, right? I mean, it's information that we need to have, like the Publicity Playbook, but you have to just do it when you're ready to take action, right? Because the word change is a verb and it needs action. But anyway, after I left that, Michelle and Shelley were still down there, and all of a sudden, within 24 hours, my cell phone starts blowing up. You've got to be in Dallas. You've got to be in Dallas. I'm going, what do you mean I got to be in Dallas? I just walked in the door from Florida. No, you've got to be, we're going to be in Dallas and you've got to be there. I actually already had a trip that I was going to be in Savannah, Georgia and Charleston that week before. And I said, well, it took me a nanosecond. And I said, okay, I think I can do this. So I flew from Charleston directly into Dallas the day before because I didn't want to miss it, right? If people that I really enjoy and respect their opinions, and they say you have to be there, then by golly, you have to be there, because sometimes we don't see our own selves in these awesome situations, but the people that are closest to us do. And so I would just tell you, if someone tells you to jump on something like this, jump. I'm certainly happy I did. I just can't be more tickled to, to be a part of it. And everybody did just an absolutely wonderful job. And, as I said, I'm still living, I'm still living life big and bold. So thank you all for all your parts, everybody's parts and parcels to make all of this flow.
Thank you, Sally. That was fantastic. I know. I just want to keep going back, and revisiting that entire time. I wish we could. But many of us are going to be in Colorado for the live reveal. So yeah, so that'll be a chance to get back together. So yeah, applause.
Yes, thank you all for joining us in Colorado. We're going to have a blast.
we're gonna have so much fun, so much fun. So anyone, if you can get to Colorado, June 19th, what was it, 1:30 to 5:30? And I don't know the location, I'm sorry.
It's the Curtis Ballroom, which is the 3rd floor of Comedy Works. It's very, very nice. They have a beautiful outdoor deck for people that want to sit around the fireplace and chat and talk. And it can be just a great time for everybody to watch our videos, but also to meet other people and to be able to experience what this was like for those of us that participated. And to have all of you there as the ones putting it on, it just brings it even to a different elevation. But heavy appetizers, cash bar, we're trying to do it up right for everybody.
Fantastic. All right, Molly, do you want to tie it all up for us?
For something that's so serious in thinking about trying to change the world, that this path could be so much fun, so inspiring, such a surprise, that it's a remarkable thing all tied up in a bowl at ZTV with all of you. And media mastery meets storytelling meets the world at Zondra TV. And for someone who never thought I would do anything like this, Angel, you know this is true. You've been in there since the beginning. Never thought I would do anything that I can't say enough about the experience, but also what the result is going to be is beyond my wildest dreams and needs to be looked at by anyone who really wants to make a difference in this world.
Thank you, Molly. And such a good point. It really is about the result. We had a blast, but it really is about the result. And so we're going to be really excited to bring that forward as we really kind of start unraveling all the pieces and see what's happening. And I know Zondra has the ability to show us how many hits are on digital ad and, you know, all kinds of things that we will be able to share moving forward about the results. So we'll be excited about that. We might have to have like a second reveal, like a results reveal. All right, we got to close this up. But Zondra, would you please tell everyone, it's so simple, but let's remind them, how do they find all these fabulous shows?
Yeah, it's easy. It is easy. You can find the shows by downloading Zondra TV on Roku, Amazon Fire, or Apple TV. And if you don't have any of those devices, just go to ZondraTV.com and everything that's on TV is on that web portal. So ZondraTV.com, or download our channel so that you can see all of the fabulous work, not just your shows, but all of the shows that we're producing here at the network. So thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, each and every one of you, and Sally and Molly, and I know Carrie had to pop off, but you guys were great. Dr. Wendy, thank you for the great keynote. Angel and Zondra, I love you. I can't say anything more powerful than that. And Dave and with Roland, I think, who has popped off. You guys are great support. Give little David a hug for me too, okay? Thank you so much.
We'll smother him.
Okay, I look forward to July, and let's see who signs up and what the next event is going to look like. So thank you all very much. I appreciate you more than you know. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all. See you on the 19th.